This is not breaking news. This is not a scandal. This is not about one person. This is about something happening right now in Washington. Something so quietly dangerous that it risks slipping under the radar unless we see it for what it is. Right now, a fundamental shift is occurring, but it isn't being broadcast. It's not on cable news, and it's not a headline grabber. This isn't about Twitter fights or the latest headline. It's about a power struggle that could determine the future of our government. Behind the scenes, lawmakers from one party, one that's long considered loyal, are quietly working against the very thing they've always defended. And what they're pushing back against is the most dangerous weapon of all, the unchecked ability to drag the country into war. The weight of what's unfolding could haunt the country for decades. So, what happens when the boundaries of power, those invisible lines we thought were inviolable, start to bend? Let's look closer. If you're just tuning in, this isn't a story you'll hear anywhere else. Stick with me, because this is a turning point. To understand why this is happening, we have to look at the machinery driving the change. The system is not what it seems. It's not about a few rogue individuals or some outlier actions. It's not about one party suddenly growing a conscience. What's really happening here is far deeper. The system itself is shifting. And if you think it's just politics as usual, think again. The reality? The real power in Washington doesn't sit with elected officials or even voters anymore. It sits in the hands of the institutions and legal structures that govern emergency powers. Right now, an invisible force is quietly reshaping everything. Laws, alliances, military decisions. The president's authority to act unchecked and unchallenged has become the most dangerous tool of all. It's not a matter of ideology anymore. It's about asterisk, asterisk, how the rules of power are made, asterisk, asterisk, who gets to make them, and whether they can be rewritten without anyone noticing. The boundaries between executive and legislative power? Fading. The norms that once governed military action? They're eroding too. And it's not a mistake, it's a strategy. But this isn't just about power. This is about the law and how it's being weaponized to control everything. There was a time when we could count on the slow grind of politics to safeguard us. The system moved at a predictable pace. Checks and balances weren't just theory, they were the bedrock of our democracy. But something has changed, and it's happening so gradually, so quietly, that we've barely noticed. Years ago, something as extreme as using military force to acquire another country's territory would have been unthinkable. It would have been immediately shut down, not just by political opponents, but by the very structure of the system itself. But now it's being treated as a asterisk, asterisk negotiating tactic, asterisk, asterisk. This is the silent shift. The shift where dangerous ideas become normalized. The shift where the unthinkable becomes the new normal. And it's happening in slow motion, which makes it harder to stop. You see, slow change is the most dangerous. The more it is accepted, the less likely anyone will see it for what it is until it's far too late. So what's been pushing this change? It's not just rhetoric. It's something much more systemic, something that could shift the entire foundation of how our government operates. Imagine this. The President of the United States, the leader of the free world, floats the idea of using military force to take over an entire territory. Asterisk, asterisk, Greenland, asterisk, asterisk. It sounds absurd, doesn't it? A joke, maybe? But this isn't a joke. It's a serious proposal from the president, repeated publicly. And what does it mean? It means that military force, something we've always treated as a last resort, is now a bargaining chip in a real estate deal. Now, let's step back. This isn't about Greenland. This is about what that statement represents. The idea that a sitting president can threaten war to acquire land, threatening not just another country, but the very foundation of international alliances. It's not just about taking territory. It's about asterisk, asterisk, testing the limits of power, asterisk, asterisk, and seeing what others are willing to tolerate. This isn't some random comment. This is the kind of rhetoric that can set the stage for asterisk, asterisk, real conflict, asterisk, asterisk, one that will ripple through the rest of the world with consequences far beyond any one person's grasp. But this isn't a one-off. The question isn't just about what happens next, it's about the mechanism behind this kind of thinking, the machinery that makes it possible. Here's how it works. The system isn't just responding to a single threat. It's been engineered to concentrate power where it can't be checked. And the president is the beneficiary of that system. Look at the War Powers Act. On paper, it's a safeguard, a check on presidential power, ensuring that military action can't be taken without congressional approval. But here's the problem. That law doesn't work if the president treats it like a suggestion. If the president ignores it, bypasses it, or, as we've seen, asterisk, asterisk, rages against it, asterisk, asterisk, the entire system breaks down. Who benefits from this? The president. Who absorbs the damage? All of us. The system is designed to keep this from happening, but if no one acts to stop it, the system won't just break. It'll be remade in his image. A system where power isn't checked by law, but by the whims of the person in charge. This isn't an isolated incident. This is the future of governance if no one stops it. And the reality is, the more this power goes unchecked, the more dangerous it becomes. Because if the president can bypass the system once, he can do it again and again. But this isn't just about military power. There's something even more insidious happening beneath the surface. It's getting worse, and it's happening fast. As the war rhetoric escalates, so does the use of emergency powers. And when the president declares a national emergency, like he did with Venezuela's oil, it's not just about securing resources. It's about asterisk, asterisk, consolidating power, asterisk, asterisk. Emergencies aren't supposed to be political tools. They're meant for crises, real, immediate threats. But now, emergencies are being used like a weapon, a way to bypass Congress, avoid oversight, and shift authority away from the people's representatives. The president can declare an emergency whenever he wants, and once that emergency is in place, the machinery of government starts working for him. Not for the people, not for the law, for him. And when every day brings a new emergency, a new crisis, the system becomes so consumed with reaction that no one has time to ask hard questions. It's a strategy, and it's working. But this strategy doesn't just affect Washington, it's a signal to the rest of the world too. And that's where the real danger lies. This isn't just some abstract political game. It's about you. It's about asterisk, asterisk, the lives affected, asterisk, asterisk by the choices made in Washington. When a president threatens military action, it's not just a headline. It's military families being sent overseas, unsure if they'll return. It's factory workers watching jobs disappear because trade deals have been destabilized. It's the farmers, the small business owners, the everyday people who bear the cost when the system goes off course. And it's not just the immediate danger of war. When allies lose trust in America, it's a long-term consequence. The international relationships that hold our economy together begin to fray. Investments get misallocated, jobs vanish, and it's all because the very fabric of our government, the checks, the balances, the accountability, has been broken. This isn't just a fight for political power. This is a fight for asterisk, asterisk normalcy, asterisk, asterisk for predictability, for the stability that lets us live our lives with some degree of certainty. And that stability is slipping away. But this isn't just a domestic issue anymore. It's spreading. And that's where the next level of danger lies. This is no longer just about Washington. The instability we're witnessing is asterisk, asterisk, spilling over, asterisk, asterisk, and it's affecting countries across the world. When the United States behaves unpredictably, it shakes the foundations of international alliances. Our allies, NATO, the EU, begin to question if they can still rely on us. Can they trust us to stand with them? Or is the president's power going to be used against them next? And it's not just the allies we've long had. Neutral countries start recalculating, too. They begin to wonder which side they should be on, who will be in control next. And then there's our adversaries. They see this chaos, and they see an opportunity. The threat of military escalation or unpredictable policy puts everyone on edge. And asterisk, asterisk, the world becomes less predictable. Asterisk, asterisk. This isn't just a domestic crisis. It's a asterisk, asterisk, global one, asterisk, asterisk, and it's spiraling out of control. So what comes next? There are three paths forward. Asterisk, asterisk. The first path is adjustment. Asterisk, asterisk, Congress steps up. The War Powers Resolution survives the veto, and we begin to rebuild the system's checks. There's a resurgence of oversight, a renewed effort to restore accountability. The system recalibrates. Asterisk, asterisk. The second path is erosion. Asterisk, asterisk. The system doesn't break, but it weakens. Emergency powers become routine. Congress doesn't push back hard enough, and the machinery of government is increasingly controlled from the top down. We see more bypassing, more executive overreach, and fewer consequences. Asterisk, asterisk. The third path is rupture. Asterisk, asterisk. The system cracks wide open. Precedents are shattered. The executive branch consolidates even more power, and the checks that once held it in place are gone. The legal framework collapses, and democracy as we know it becomes a shadow of itself. Which path will we follow? The truth is, we don't know. And that uncertainty, that's the most dangerous part of all. But one thing's clear, we're at a crossroads, and how we act now will determine the future. This story isn't over, not by a long shot. We've reached a point where the lines between asterisk, asterisk law, asterisk, asterisk, and asterisk, asterisk power, asterisk, asterisk are dangerously blurred. The president isn't just the head of the executive branch. He's made the system itself bend to his will. What we've seen over the last few years, the unchecked use of emergency powers, the rhetoric of military action as leverage, it's all laying the groundwork for a new kind of presidency, one where laws and norms are simply asterisk, asterisk, optional, asterisk, asterisk. The question is, will the system hold? Will the checks on power be restored, or will we watch as they're washed away? We can't afford to ignore what's happening. The choices made now will define the future, not just for this presidency, but for the next. And if we let this moment pass without intervention, we'll wake up to a new reality, one where power is no longer constrained by the Constitution, but by the will of whoever holds it. We need to pay attention. We need to demand accountability. This fight isn't just about one president, one party, or one moment. It's about the future of democracy itself. If you want to keep following this story, subscribe and join the conversation, because what happens next matters more than you think.